Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been too long.
Where have you been?
I don't know, hiding away. Busy.
Real life interferes with our day-to-day job of playing with cars.
Yeah. That's the problem, I can tell you that much.
So,
But, will or no?
Alan Will.
Yeah, whichever way you want.
So you were the cretin.
I had to behave like a cretin for a week, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, for 5 days.
I had
gave
it for
you
2 days. Yeah.
And you ruined the fuel consumption. Let's get that up front now.
6.4 to 6.7 is not ruining
No,
the fuel consumption.
6.4 to 6.9.
No.
Yes.
That's because when you fill the thing up, it auto updates the trip meter.
Excuses.
Again, bottom of the hill.
You ruined it. That's the end of it. But now look, the Creta, it was a facelift.
6.9 is not bad for a heavy car like that. It could
Yes,
be a
but
bit
6.4
lighter,
was
but
brilliant.
Well, you know.
But that's me, you see, as against you.
Because you don't drive it anyway. You just get on the highway, you go down the hill, you come back again.
Nope, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we did what,
I'm
600 k's.
We're going to do an economy run one day.
Yes, we need to do that.
Yeah,
we need an economy challenge.
An economy challenge, yes.
There we go.
Jeep.
Okay.
We'll use a Jeep. A big one.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's talk. It was the new facelift version.
Yes.
The most interesting thing I found about that new version.
Was the splashback rear tail lights.
No.
Looks
was
like
the
an
fact
exploded
that
melon.
they came from that new factory in Indonesia
Yes.
and no longer from India.
Yes, and
Okay.
I found I'm going to get my gripe out early because
Yeah.
I found it was a complete different gearbox to the one they gave us at launch.
I don't know
Completely
how
different.
because it's meant to be
I
the
don't
same
know how.
car.
I don't know
okay?
how, but yeah.
They're the three models in the range, all same engine gearbox.
Or CV
Sorry.
eight steps,
One-
9-step CVT, 8-step,
Yeah,
something
I
like
think,
that.
Yeah. But there's a manual at the bottom
Yeah.
and then two autos.
Yeah.
Well, IVTs as
they call them. Yeah.
But what's interesting is the fact that there's only the one engine option now, as opposed to in the previous range, there was the 1.4 turbo, the 1.5 naturally aspirated, and the 1.5 diesel.
I think we're seeing the supply chain logistics constraining model availability now. So I'm happy that we're getting model shrinkage, fewer options, to be honest. Because,
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah. However,
so many
you know me,
choices.
I would like the diesel.
Diesel, I agree. Diesel, I agree.
still
But
think-
we're limited by fuels. I mean, they're all singing this from the same hymn sheet. It's our fuels are rubbish. Our fuels are rubbish. Our
please.
fuels are
and,
rubbish.
and diesel's dirty and all that rubbish. Please, in an SUV, give me a diesel.
Still want a
Thank
diesel.
you very much.
Yeah.
With a decent auto box, and I'm a happy camper.
Oh,
right.
800k electric range
Yeah, well, there's that too.
coming.
Yeah, coming. But at the moment, 2 million plus to get that. Yeah, so that's coming down the line, and that's when Ashcom can actually, when you plug it into a charger, that the charger will work.
There's something
and
on the other end. Yeah,
there's a few things like that we got to just get past.
Yeah.
But that's the future. That's why Toyota South Africa, and I know this is a Hyundai thing, but that's why Toyota made the call to bring hybrids to South Africa and to manufacture them in South Africa, because Andrew Kirby said the next 20 odd years for Africa, that's where he sees
is where it's going to go.
And-
We'll touch more on that in the news.
Correct, yeah. So let's just leave it. But look, the Creta.
Creta.
What I really like about Hyundais lately is that exceptionally clean fascia, and especially the center stack. Lack of buttons, lack of knobs, lack of
simple,
clean, simple.
clean.
Press button or turn knob and
Yeah.
it does the
Yeah.
job you want.
Yeah.
No menus, submenus, blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Neat,
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
And Hyundai are doing that through their range, and well done. Big kudos on that, okay? That's the first thing that really stands out to me, in fact. The other thing is the engine. Look, the 84 kilowatts that it puts out, not bad, 144 Newton meters, adequate. No problem for a crossover SUV.
That's why you've got so many steps in the box.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah.
The box, we fight about, we have our differences on the box, but I got you to admit in the video, the official review video, that for an urban cruiser, it's fine. It's only really open road, long trip where maybe you'll catch it out on occasion.
You can live with it, you know. It's not a deal breaker. It was just I remember that I made a mental note at the time that I was actually recording at the launch, that box was exceptional. I wanted to drive the car, and then I drove the car, and I don't remember the box being as exceptional as it was at launch. So I'm convinced they just, there's
Listen, maybe,
software they upgraded. Or
maybe it was a Monday car or something.
Maybe.
Who knows? The one we got. Yeah, those are things you can't.
I'd say
but They neatened the
Doesn't
looks, by
matter.
the way. I've got to tell you, they neatened up the looks outside.
I like the looks on the
rear
outside.
lights, okay, question
Daytime
mark.
running lights are nice. I like them.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the rear lights.
Also, that
actually.
new grille, that new
didn't mind
front
the rear
grille,
light.
that's the family grille
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that they've brought into a lot of their models.
Yes, standardizing the look. Yeah.
Yes, a Hyundai. Hey, it's a Hyundai, no question.
No doubt.
And I like that fact.
Yeah.
So overall, there's a lot to like on the new Creta.
There's a lot of space in it, remember? It's
Yeah.
big, it's big, it's big, it's big. So the Grand Creta, which is the 7-seater, right?
Yeah.
I don't think is actually a hell of a lot longer. So they've got a lot of space in the Creta where they've, you can,
Yeah,
you
look,
can
I
fit
think
5
they
and
added
swing a cat in there with
50 or
great
80
comfort.
millimeters to create the Grand, which is all in the boot anyway.
Yes.
Okay, all those extra seats.
seats, yeah.
I mean, I would buy the Grand purely for 2 reasons. There are 2 reasons I would take the Grand.
Because it says Grand?
Well, no, that's the 3rd reason.
Okay.
Number 1 is the much bigger boot.
Okay.
Just because for very little extra money you can have that.
Yeah.
And number 2, more important, is the Grand Creta is available with the diesel.
Oh, I was about to say, is there
Yeah.
a diesel in this word
There is, yep.
coming up in the sentence? Okay,
So
that makes sense.
That's why I would take
How much,
Grand
extra,
Creta.
how much more money is it though?
Let me
gonna
look.
ask you
Let
why
me
you-
look.
why-
Let me
whilst
look
you
at
look it
my
up.
reference book. Come on.
Mr. Numbers here has been caught napping.
No, I'll give you the numbers on the normal Creta.
Yeah.
But just sorry, you've caught me on the Grand for a minute. Okay.
It's more than a grand.
Yeah. Okay. If we take the executive in the Creta, we were in the premium.
Yes.
Now the difference is, let's just quickly touch.
Couple of safety features.
Extra 4 airbags, go from 2 to 6.
Yeah.
You get keyless entry, push button start, big deal. You get artificial leather instead of cloth. Couldn't live with.
That's nice.
You get auto air conditioning.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And you're looking at, for the executive in Creta, 469,900.
Okay.
To elite, no, let's do executive spec,
Okay.
because then there's an elite on the diesel as well, which has even like the panoramic roof and whatever.
Yes, yeah,
So let's compare exec to exec.
Okay.
You jump to 517, so it's exactly 50 grand.
Okay. So it's not a hell of a and you get the option of a diesel
You're getting
with a panoramic sunroof.
the panoramic.
bigger
No, the panoramic.
Oh,
then
bigger part,
you
sorry,
jump
is
to,
on the
you jump
elite,
to
yeah,
570, 568. So let's, as I said, exec to exec.
Yeah. 50 grand more.
48 grand. So you know what? With the fuel saving you're going to have over 5 years or whatever, and the better matching of the gearbox,
I was going to say, just the
and the
better
extra
drivability
space
on the diesel. Yeah.
I would go there.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with the Creta.
With the Creta. No, absolutely.
And whether you take, now interestingly, there's a 40 grand price jump from the premium to the exec in the Creta. And we've mentioned the main differences. But what you do get even on the premium, remember you pointed out to me, was wireless connectivity.
Yeah.
And that's quite something in a model not the top spec even.
Yes. No, wireless triple ACP, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I knew I'd bugger that up. The wireless factor on that, I cannot overstate, because it's, otherwise carrying around cables and plugging things in just to get the bloody car to talk to
At
itself.
430,000 rand, because that's the point.
Yeah, and so, it lost my phone once, but only once. And then it found it again pretty quickly. So I was quite impressed with that.
You mean you just lost your phone?
No, it was just driving along, and then it was like, sorry, disconnected you. But it automatically reconnects you, which is nice.
Okay, so summarize.
That don't do it.
The Creta, the new Creta.
As you say, if it was my money, I might spend the extra and go for the Grand, because I think you've convinced me, which is unusual. But I do like diesel. I do like a bigger boot. I must be honest. If it's for me, if it's for mom's taxi driving around, hey, Creta is a lovely example.
430 for the premium as we tested, 470 for the exec.
Yeah.
Talk to your bank manager.
Yeah.
None of those extras are critical, barring maybe the airbags.
Yeah.
Barring that, okay? Otherwise, really, as I said, talk to your bank manager. Because 40 grand is, what, 750, 800 rand a month if you finance it.
Yeah.
Remember that fact.
A little bit under 10%,
Yeah. So there you go on that one.
Okay.
And that's the Creta.
Creta, job done.
Definitely. If you're looking in that category, drive it. Shortlist it.
Yeah.
You would be sorry if you don't.
Cool.
For Will and Al, that's
Alan Will, Motor Matters.
it. See you next time.